this one covering Rogue One, a Star Wars story that's the most comprehensive by far, due to the time period that it's set in, that being right before the events of A New Hope. There is a ridiculous amount of links to the other movies, including locations, characters from across the 8 films, 10 films, including those brought back from the dead, plus vehicles, nods to Star Wars Rebels and the Clone Wars, the Death Star, Darth Vader, the Force, and a whole lot more. So come with me as I rattle off as many as I can with the promise of a loot crate giveaway at the end. Bear in mind that there will be spoilers, and these Easter eggs will range from incredibly obscure to blindingly obvious. But I got to include the obvious ones because otherwise people will yell at me on Twitter, and frankly, well, you know what, it doesn't really matter because Twitter isn't real life, so you know, who cares? Alright, let's get into it. At the beginning of the film on Lamu, we get a look at moisture evaporators, which we also see at Luke's home on Tatooine, plus the return of blue milk, which actually comes from banthas and is quite common across the galaxy. We also visit Jeddah, a place considered to be the first civilization to explore the nature of the Force and home to the Temple of the Wills. Its followers are referred to as the Church of the Force, Lor San Tekka from The Force Awakens being a leader of this particular religious sect. The word Wills comes from the original name from the first Star Wars film, which was The Adventures of Luke Starkiller, as taken from who we'll talk about more in a moment, says the line, "It's a trap," like Admiral Akbar from Return of the Jedi. We do get some other Mon Calamari also. This one in particular is based off Winston Churchill. Within Saw's stronghold, aside from a weird mind-reading squid monster that latches onto Bodhi Rook, I don't know what that was about. Anyway, we get the Star Wars version of chess, to Jarek, this time depicted with actual physical pieces as opposed to just being a hologram. We also get some Imperial uniforms stolen after an attempted inspection of a ship, like when Luke, Han, and Obi-Wan infiltrated the Death Star. And Warwick Davis, who plays Wicket the Ewok, cameos as this weird-looking fella.
Come on. Rogue One.
When Bodhi Rook is bluffing his way through a comms conversation, it's